Hey Scorpio, hey, how you feeling? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever time you're listening to this. We are talking about your financial forecast for next month, Scorpio. So keep in mind that this reading, this message is not for every Scorpio placement, and that is okay. Take it as it resonates. If you like my energy, if you like how I get down, you like this reading, please feel free to complete your YouTube ritual, like, share, subscribe, do all the things. Give us a comment. Let us know how you feel about it. And if you would like to book a pre recorded private reading, there is a YouTube link to copy and paste in the description box that shows you how to do so. All right, let's get started. What is the energy? You know what? Let me get my cards together. What is the energy surrounding Scorpio's financial forecast, Spirit? What is the energy surrounding Scorpio's financial forecast for next month? The energy surrounding Scorpio's financial forecast for next month. Okay. What is the energy surrounding Scorpio's financial forecast for next month? Ooh, Scorpio, we have Nugget. There is going to be a small increase for some of you. Some of y'all might be getting a promotion, an unexpected raise, might be receiving some valuable information regarding a lead on a sale, you know, how to get that client. Honest assessment. Honest assessment. Spirit wants to concentrate and focus on the small increase in valuable information. Basically, the valuable information feels like it's going to lead towards an increase, maybe even what's that, commission for some of you. But let's get some more insight on this energy. What's the situation surrounding this energy, Spirit, or Scorpio placements? What is the situation? Wow. We already have 3 cards that came out. So we have the Eight of Swords. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So maybe the number 88 is important to you. And we have the Eight of Wands. Maybe 888 is an angel number that you should look up, Scorpio. I'm just saying, this is creepy, but not really. Creepy, but not really. Yeah. And at the bottom of the deck, let's see. We have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords. So it seems Scorpio placements. Some of you may be a single parent, but it looks like you're coming out of a situation. You are bringing your family, whether you are a parent or not, you're coming out of a situation that wasn't very beneficial. It may be, even for some of you, it may have been an abusive situation um, where you had to leave, and not it's not necessarily, you know, abusive situation with a romantic partner. This could have been with, you know, parents. This could have been with, you know, they weren't nice, they weren't kind. But in our spread here, this is indicative of the situation that you were in. You know, it was a situation where these people, whoever it was, had you, um, conditioned you to make you think a lot of things about yourself that weren't or aren't true. Like you're no good for anybody or anything. You're not smart. You're not intelligent. you don't have good ideas? Who would want to hire you? Who would want to promote you? What do you have to bring to the table? Although you are an extremely hard worker and very skilled at what you do, this was one of those situations where they wanted to keep you in a particular energy. But the thing is that you started to see for yourself that things aren't true. And it, when those things started to awaken, you know, um, you decided to make moves. You realize that, okay, this situation is not it. This ain't it. Let's get more clarification on this situation, please, Spirit. It's like these cards kind of want to come out, but they don't. More clarification on this situation. Thank you. All right. We have the Four of Pentacles. Don't forget to look up that 888, y'all. We have the Five of Cups. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. So this was a family situation. And it's like maybe with some of you, it was where you were still in or had to go back to your childhood home because of whatever situation took you there. It's for a lot of you, it's not like you wanted to go back, but you had to. Um, so for a lot of you, it wasn't a romantic partner who was not kind and um, not nice. It was, the folks who raised you, the folks who are closest to you, and they were at least financially supportive, you know. Yeah, I'm getting the energy that this was coming from like a matriarch or patriarch, not necessarily that this they are your parents, but maybe they were your guardians, or you were raised by, like, let's say grandmother, grandfather, great aunt, great uncle. It's like that, but they they did. I'm not going to say that all of them were intentionally mean, because it's a generational thing. A lot of times people of that generation say and do things to keep you humble, even though it's like it does the opposite of what people expect. But during this time, you it allowed you to scrimp and save. Although it's not something that you wanted to do. It's not something that you wanted to do. You didn't want to be there, because you knew what the situation was. It's one of those things, and I know how it is, not wanting to leave a situation, and you're mourning the fact that you have to leave it to go home, But in order to, reset, is what you had to do. You have to reset. Yeah. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. Yeah. The Hierophant, where you had to return home. You had to go back to the beginning. You had to go back, for a lot of you, back into very religious situation that is confining and suffocating, you know. And a lot of times when you're in somebody else's house, you gotta follow their rules. So you at church every Sunday. You're doing the things that you stopped doing when you moved out, or maybe you weren't doing them to the extent that they do it. All right. So, what is the outcome? Mm, thank you, Spirit. What is the situation surrounding this small increase? How would that come about? What is the situation surrounding the increase, Spirit? What is the situation surrounding Scorpio's increase? All right. We have the Five of Swords. We have the World. Nope. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. So things are turning around for you. We have the King of Pentacles. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. Actually, interestingly enough, Scorpio, your energy is the Seven of Swords, right? What? Like, I'm gonna be stealing some shit? No, you're not gonna be stealing anything. This Scorpio is about you being strategic and changing things around. It's like you have it set in your mind, like, you know what? I'm gonna switch this up. They not gonna see me coming. And there's at the bottom of the deck here is the Page of Cups. There's an offer that is going to be available for you. For many of you, it is going to be an offer, um, a promotion, a new job opportunity. Maybe they are creating a new position or something like that, and they don't expect you to apply. Although you are a hard worker, you've been keeping your head down. You know exactly what's been going on here, you know, and you're going to make it so you are actually seen by whoever your boss is, whoever is running the project, whoever is, the person who has to say in putting you in the position. You're going to make yourself well known. You're switching it up, Scorpio. You're like, you know what? I'm going to do whatever I have to do to change this situation. And if it requires me to move in silence, if it requires me to get to know somebody else's job while they not paying attention, and I'm just asking questions like, oh, so that's what that means. But it allows you to go behind the scenes and actually fix some stuff or create something that will improve the situation, that will improve the process. Look, you gonna do it. You gonna do it. For a lot of you, this means that you are actually being strategic in increasing and changing things around because you are creating a King of Pentacles situation for yourself. And when we're talking about King of Pentacles, take gender and biological sex out of it. This person, the King of Pentacles, is somebody who is good at business. They are, they have self control, they have steady income, they are very abundant. And so, this may be a situation for you, Scorpio, where you are creating financial opportunity for yourself, like in a side hustle. Yeah. But either way, you ain't saying shit. You're just making it happen. This determination, this situation that you're in with your family is what's driving you. Is what's driving you. Yes, it is. And I love it. So let's see here. Like I said, some of you can expect this job to be created. Some of you can expect this idea to come. All right. So what is the outcome? Outcome of this situation for Scorpio? What's the outcome? for the situation regarding the financial forecast. All right, now you got two cards here. Two of Swords, Ace of Wands, Nine of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. Lots of in your head situation going on here, Scorpio. This is going to be something, one, it's going to be one of those things that you kind of toss with. You know, the you who has been conditioned not to think much of themselves is going to toss with the person that you are becoming, the more, not necessarily outspoken, but more person who has more courage to take or go after those things that they want. It's going to be a silent revelry, you know, inside. It's going to be a silent battle that you deal with, but ultimately, it's going to be that thing where you're like, okay, this opportunity is here. I have to seize it, you know? And again, it's going to be more so getting out of your own head, getting out of, you know, coming out of the conditioning. It's going to be coming out of conditioning, and you're going to fight. You're going to fight for yourself. You're going to fight for yourself. You're going to fight for this opportunity. Yes, I love that. What is the advice? One card advice, please, for Scorpio. One card advice. And then we'll get the last message for you. One card advice for Scorpio regarding their financial forecast here. One card advice. I love it. I love it. You know what? Seek that which is yours. That is what I hear. That is what I hear. Because you Scorpio, you can make this happens, but you have to make the decision. You have to put yourself in a place of overflow. You can make the wishes happen, but you have to invite that energy. At the bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. She is somebody else who takes care of business. She is good at business. She is an overflow. She is somebody who is pragmatic. She doesn't do the most. She doesn't do the most, but she gets it done, and she makes sure that things are taken care of. She's a go-getter too. You're going to make this happen. But you have to make sure that you keep your mind in the right state, you know, because it's easy to go into those places that you were conditioned. But you have to, those things that we want, you know, we have to feed it. So are you going to feed the negative side? Or are you going to feed that positive side that I can do this? I am protected. I am guided. This was created for me. I love that. Final message for Scorpio, please. Final message for Scorpio. Final message for Scorpio. Final message for Scorpio. Vacation. But what Spirit is saying is like, if you stay in this mindset, keeping yourself in this mindset where you can get those things which you seek and beyond, you know, you put yourself in that place, you're going to be leaving soon. Some of y'all are going to be going on vacation, maybe even a staycation, you know, that's not necessarily in your family home. You're just getting out, going to a hotel to get some peace, to get some, you know, to woosah. And a lot of you, because of how you were raised. At the bottom of that, we have sexuality. A lot of you are still figuring things out, and that's okay. That's okay. And you're not alone in that. You are not alone in that. There are people out there that have no idea because of how they were conditioned. So take your time to get to know yourself, get to know who you like, what you like. Yeah. Yes. I love this energy for you. I love this energy you're coming into, Scorpio. I love it. I love what you're becoming. And I wish you the best. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I post content specific to you, Scorpio. And until next time, take care. Bye bye.